Okay, so we are onto round number 98, and number 98 I'm going to be using the same color, and as I said, the reason I fastened off is because you might want to use another color. So we're going to begin by working over these two chain spaces, okay, the chain space between our puffs and the chain space in round number 94, except we are going to work from the back. Okay, so we'll start off by working a single crochet. So we're going to work puffs as before. Alright, it's going to work over those two. Right, can you see there? Maybe I'm going a bit too fast, so I thought I'd just do it again a little bit more clearly so you can see we're working over that. And then we're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through, chain 1, chain 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through, and we're going to have that. Right, so we're going to have that going on. Okay, and of course in our next round we're going to be working over this chain space and that chain space. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now, just my blanket's getting so big now, I have to sort of really manipulate it, turn it around. It's on my lap. It's a good thing it's a cold day. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to yarn over and we're going to work double crochet front post over our last double crochet front post, but we're going to work in the front and not the back. Chain 3, yarn over, and just grab that. Chain 3, yarn over, and just, right, I'll stop in a moment, then you can get a squiz. 1, 2, 3, whoopsie, no, come on. 1, 2, 3. If you hear funny noises in the background, it is because the builders next door, or should I say across the road, are back. Yarn over, I'm going to grab the next double crochet front post. 1, 2, 3. So basically we're doing what we did last time, except we're working over our work now, not behind. I'll just pull that out, show you. So it's going to look like that. Alright, and your corner is going to look, like that. Okay, just give you a proper squiz, and your sides are going to look like that. So it is going to fold over a bit, but don't worry about that. Okay, so it's going to look like that. And now we're going to skip our first double crochet front post. We're going to skip that one, and we're going to work double crochet back posts around our next 18 double crochet front posts, like so. Okay, so initially when I was designing this, I was going to do a basket weave, right? And then it just looked like it was a bit much. You know, I've been trying to stay away from doing anything too complicated between our flowers. I wanted to keep things quite sort of simple, you know, small little stitches, little meshes and all that kind of stuff. And the basket weave was just, even though I'd done a small basket weave using 2 double crochet front posts, 2 double crochet back posts, you know, in rows of 3, it still looked a bit too bulky for me for what it is I'm trying to sort of achieve here. Okay, so you know, already our popcorns and our puffs and you know, our ropey bits like these, and that's already quite bulky, so I need to keep the background like fairly neutral, but still with some texture. Okay, so now we've worked 18 half double crochet, 18 double crochet and back posts. Alright, so it's going to look like that. And don't worry if you get these sort of little bubbles and things, once you block your work and hang it out, and all the stitches kind of stretch and breathe, everything will fall into place. And now we're going to do exactly what we did in our last round. We're going to work half double crochet front post over half double crochet front post. We're going to work half double crochet back post around half double crochet back post. Going to work half double crochet front posts, half double crochet back posts, half double crochet front post, okay, half double crochet back post, and I told you this would be easier. Half double crochet front post, here comes my neighbor, half double crochet back post, and half double crochet front post. Should we just wait for him to go past? I have to laugh, it's just comical. Okay, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so Mr. Noisy has gone past. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, but of course it's not really a little secret, but my husband and I are in the process of actually, we are going to put our house on the market and try and find a quieter neighborhood. We've decided it's time. This neighborhood, my husband has lived here for 45 years, and it used to be a very quiet neighborhood, but it's just got noisier and noisier and noisier, and really unbearably noisy, even on the weekends and at nights. It's just absolutely insane. So we have decided that we are going to start looking around for houses in quieter neighborhoods. So that is a good thing. Now we have 9 stitches there, as we did before. We've worked, and we're just carrying on, so you won't get lost here, because the stitches in the previous round will tell you what to do in the round. And then we're going to work half double crochet back posts around our 7 half double crochet front posts, and then we're basically at our center point. And once we've worked our center point, everything after that is just mirroring side A. Okay, so we've worked our 7 half double crochet back posts like so. Right, so that's going to look like that. Okay, that's going to look like that. That's going to look like that. And at this point it's going to seem as if we are stretching our stitches a bit. And I know if you're working with cotton, that's going to be a bit of a challenge, because I am taking into consideration that I'm working with acrylic, and it's just much easier in terms of, because you take that stretch. So if you're working with a cotton acrylic blend, then you shouldn't have a problem. But if you're working with pure cotton, you're just going to have to judge for yourself if you might need to add a chain 1 in between or something like that. Okay, but it should be fine. Now we are going to skip that first single crochet, and we're going to work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So we're working a single crochet into 3 chain 2 spaces. All right, and then we're just going to skip our next single crochet, and we're going to work half double crochet back post around our next 7 stitches. So basically we are at that point where we are now mirroring side A. Alright, and you're just going to carry on like that, and when you get to your puff, to your beginning puff, you're just going to work a slip stitch into the top of the puff and fasten off and that will be the end of your round 98. So it's pretty simple. Okay. No, is that, I don't think that's right. I have to do a front post over that one. So don't do what I did, right? Once you get to these 9 stitches, then you need to we're repeating this this pattern, although we're not doing paths in between. We are going to be working back posts, so it'll be front post, back post, front, so you'll get that relief. You'll get the front post coming forward, the back post going back, front post coming forward, the back post moving to the back, and you should have 9 stitches there. So 5 half double crochet front posts and 4 half double crochet back posts, and then you'll just carry on like that. Don't forget to skip your 19th double crochet front post, okay, before you go on to your big corner. I'm going right off camera. Okay, so I'm going to see you right at the end, and we'll finish off together and then go on to round number 99. Okay, so we are finished with round number 98. Going round number 98, yes. And we are on to round number 99. Okay, so what we're going to do now in round number 99, we are going to be working, so what we did to finish off round number 98 is we just did a slip stitch into the top of our puff. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to work over our joining space and our corner space, so our not joining space, our chain 1 between the 2 puffs. It's actually not a joining space, it's a chain 1, and then our chain space in round number 95, right? We're just going to work the same sort of yarn over times 4 puff scenario. So sorry I'm a little bit distracted, but really the noise is so bad that I had to turn off my camera and just go and do something else, go wash the dishes. But believe me, I am in the process of trying to change the situation because I am going to be doing videos and patterns for a very long time. So, I can't let this go on. Okay, so we have worked 2 puffs over our chain 1 and over our corner chain space from round number 95. So round number 98 and round number 95. Now, what we're going to do is, sorry, my blanket is actually slipping off the table, so I just need to gather it and sort of balance it on my lap. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 3, oopsie, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes this yarn is a little bit splitty, and sometimes I just get a part of it. 1, 2, 3. That's better. We're going to skip those 2 3 trebles together. All right. We're going to yarn over. We're going to work a double crochet front post over our double crochet front post from the previous round. We're going to yarn over and we're going to work a double crochet front post over that double crochet front post from round number 95, and then we're working double crochet front post and double crochet front post. So we're working in front of those chain 3s, so the chain 3s are going to be behind that double crochet front post, that's center 1. When I say center 1, I mean the one between, so it's between those 2, right? And double crochet front post, and double crochet front post. So we should have 13 if my counting is correct. Sort of just counting in my head because we've got 7 plus 6. Okay, I'll stop in a moment and let you have a squiz. So all is quiet on the western front, but for how long I can't say. So it's going to look like that. Right, so you're going to have, it's going to fold over a bit, but don't worry about that. It's going to look like that. You've got your 6 puffs, like so, your chain 3, and your double crochet front posts. So obviously these are going to look almost like half double crochets, because you've got that long line there, so it gives the impression that these are just little stitches. Okay, and then as we did in the previous round, we're just going to skip. So we're not going to be working that stitch. Remember, that stitch doesn't technically exist. And we're just going to work a double crochet back post around our next 18 stitches. Right, as we did before, like that. We're pretty much going to do exactly what we did in the previous round. So I'll catch up with you at the end of our 18. Okay, so we've done our double crochet back posts as we did in our previous round, and then we're just going to follow through and do exactly what we did in the previous round. We're just going to work half double crochet front post, half double crochet back post, half double crochet front post, half double crochet back post, half double crochet front post, half double crochet back post, half double crochet front post, half double crochet back post, half double crochet front post. So then we've got 5 half double crochet front posts. I will finally get that right without bringing up, yeah, the whole yarn story, little splitty yarns. Okay, there we go. So we'll have 5 double crochet, half double crochet front posts and 4 half double crochet back posts. You can see it kind of looks a bit, the reason I want to do it like this is because it reminds me of those little kind of trellis fences, and then obviously you'll have this kind of up against it. Me trying to make something very literal. Okay, then we're going to yarn over and we're going to work half double crochet back posts around our next 7 half double crochet back posts. I love the effect that this gives, especially when you carry on. Kind of reminds me of knitting. Although I'm not a knitter, I can knit, but very basic, very, very basic. Although I have dreams of learning how to knit the brioche knitting. It looks very complicated. Okay, then we're going to skip over our first. So we've got those 4, or what is it, 3, 1, 2, 3, yep. Okay, so we're going to just skip over our first single crochet. We're going to do a single crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 2, single crochet into the chain 2 space. Alright, and then we're going to skip right over like that. So it's a bit of a stretch. Right, but we want to keep this area kind of, we don't want it to start splaying going off to the left or to the right. We want to kind of start bringing it nicely into the center. So we're going to do some stitch magic. Right? Oh my gosh, I can't crochet today. Okay, there we go. And number 7. And then we're back to working our 5 half double crochet front posts and our 4 half double crochet back posts. So it's going to look like that. And of course everything to the right of our center point is our side A, and then in the pattern, as I say, you just mirror side A. So you do exactly what you did over there, you just scoot on and do it over there. Okay, so I'll just show you quickly, just do a quick recap. So don't worry if it folds down like that. Alright, that's all going to be sorted out in subsequent rounds. Okay, so your corner is going to look like that, and your side is going to look like that. Okay, so just have a good squiz so that you know you don't, because I know sometimes I crochet quite fast and you can't see clearly with the color that I'm using because it is quite similar to the Ermelo. Okay, and then we're just going to, I'll show you that little portion over there so you can see that you're on the right track. And then obviously this is pretty straightforward, this section over here, our back post stitches, and then our alternating stitches of the half double crochets. Okay, so that's going to look like that. That's going to look like that. Okay, so that is round number 99. When you get to the end of this round, you're just going to work a slip stitch into the top of your puff and wait for me there. You can fasten off. Okay, so we have finished up with our round number 99. And to close, I haven't worked in any of my tails, but to close we're just going to slip stitch into the top of our first puff. Okay, so your corners are going to look like that, and your sides are going to look like that. So they will fold over, a bit like that, which is perfectly normal, and then inside it will look like that. Okay, and then we've got our double crochet back posts, our 18 double crochet back posts, our trellis at the back here with the half double crochet back posts and front posts. That's coming along nicely. And then our half double crochet back posts, and then we have our single crochet. So that's going to look like that. Okay, and that's going to look like that. So I'll just give you a squiz so that you can. And then of course the other side is really just we're mirroring this side here, so I don't really need to show you that side. Okay, so we're just going to give you a nice squiz so that you can see if your work looks the same. Obviously it's going to look a little bit different because you've got different colors. Okay, so there we go. So now we are going to begin round 100 and I'm going to carry on using the same color, although I'm not going to start in the same place. I think I'll choose a less endsy corner. so that's our corner. We're going to be working into our chain 2 space, and we're going to work 4 puffs. So we're going to start with the chain 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through, chain 1 to close, chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1 to close, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull through, chain 1 to close. So that's 4 puffs. Alright, yarn over times 4, chain 1 to close, and then we have a chain 2 corner space. Now, if I keep on disappearing out of the frame, it's only because I have to literally lift the blanket up at this point. And it's kind of balancing on my lap, and the part that I need to show you is on the table, but it's quite awkward. So, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and we're going to work over our joining space, incorporating the chain 3 at the back, and we're going to work either side of the middle double crochet front post. So I'll show you what I mean now. We're going to work 3 double crochets together, and then again on the other side. I'll stop in a moment and show you what I mean. Alright, okay, so when I say the center one, I mean this one. So these are like the long legged ones, and that's the short leg double crochet. When I say the long leg, I mean, you know, the long leg and the short leg. So we're working on either side of the center double crochet front post that we made over that double crochet front post from round number 95. Okay, and we're working over our joining space, plus we're working over that chain 3 at the back. We're doing double crochet times 3 together, 3 double crochets together. I think my blanket just wants to grow legs and walk out the room because it keeps on falling falling off the table. Okay, yarn over, and again 1, 2, 3, it's basically into, you know, every space between our double crochets. 1, 2, 3. I mean our double crochet front posts, not our double crochets. Double crochet front posts, but these are 3 double crochets, but work together. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then, I mean, for the rest of this side, after we've worked this sort of big corner, it's going to be just repeats of what we did in the previous round. Okay, so I'll just pull that out, and it's going to look like that. Okay, so we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have 12 times 3 double crochets together. Then we will just carry on as we did before. Alright, so I'm not going to show you the rest of this round, because basically what you're going to do is just repeat what you did in the previous round. Alright, so you're going to be working those 18 double crochet back posts, then you will work your half double crochet back posts and front posts. Okay, so you're just going to do exactly the same as this, and you're going to repeat that, and you're going to repeat that, and when you get to your single crochets and your chain 2, you're just going to work a single crochet into the top of this chain 2. Alright, and then you're going to carry on like that. Okay, so what that's helping to do at the back there, reducing the chain spaces and the single crochets, is to pull everything into alignment. Okay, so I think that's okay. I mean, I'll see you at the end of this round and we can do a recap and just go over the stitches quickly, just in case you've forgotten something. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of this round and at our recap before we go on to round number 101. See you there. Okay, so I was saying that we are going to be working a single crochet into the chain space, but when I measured here, this is just the perfect place to pin down our puffs. Okay, so I thought I might have to do one more round before doing that, but it is about high enough. So what we're going to do is, after you've done your 7 half double crochet back posts, you're going to work a single crochet around the top, shall we say it's the top of your puff in the second row. So we've got 5, I mean not puffs, popcorns. So we have 5 popcorns there, we have 4, 3, 2. So we're going to work it over here. So you're not going to work into the popcorn as I normally do, but just around that joining space, like that. Single crochet. Alright? Then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can chain 6 if you like, because you might be using cotton, and then we're just going to work a single crochet into that corresponding place, like that. And then we're going to yarn over and we're going to continue working our half double crochet front post I mean back post, not front post. I have to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Sometimes it's just easier to count from the other side, isn't it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out. I can show you. And now we basically have pinned down our bunch of grapes. Yes, it's a bunch of grapes, ladies. Just stretch your imagination. Grapes can be blue. If they're blue grapes, I imagine they would be, because blue is a cold color, so I imagine it would be a Riesling. So these are Riesling grapes. Okay, so that's basically what you've done at the back there. So it's actually worked out great, right? So just a single crochet around there, chain 5 or chain 6, and a single crochet there. Okay, like that. And proceed.